This is Dee from the Fishing Gardener, and I'm giving you a little late intro of why I decided to start gardening. Firstly, I'm originally from New York City, from the Bronx. I left New York City as soon as I graduated out of high school. I went into the military, traveled around the world, had different jobs, and ended up in Florida. This is where I actually wanted to be, so I ended up in Florida. I didn't want to be dealing with any snow and all of that, so basically I left New York City at a very young age, and most of my life has been spent just all around different states, different countries, and my end result is I wanted to be in Florida where it was tropical, where it's warmer, and so that's how I got here to Florida. I've been here for approximately 10 years. I've seen various fruit trees and different gardens, and back then I really did not have time to garden, but I decided I wanted to start doing this gardening now, later on in life. I'm almost 60 years old, so I said this is the best time to go ahead and start this gardening process. Okay, when I first started gardening, I knew nothing about gardening whatsoever, nothing. I looked at YouTube videos, I did some reading, I did some Google, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in it and just start gardening. So that's what I did. There's a lot of trial and error, and I'm okay with that because to me, you never can succeed if you don't fail at things. It makes you better. So, I wasn't scared. I just got into it and I started small. Pineapples, and I started some herbs, some things I got from Lowe's, some different nurseries. As I got more into gardening and I started watching even more YouTube, I started getting more into tropical fruit trees. I love fruits, but there's so many different fruit trees in Florida that is this, basically I said I looked at that as a challenge for me. So I decided, you know what, I want to do exotic fruits. Stuff that you've never seen, some people never even heard of, other than people that live in Florida area, and even some people that live in the Florida area has never heard of some of these fruit trees. So I accepted that challenge. And when I went into it, I really went all the way into it. I mean, I have all type of fruit trees that, number one, I've never heard of. And I had to study to see, how will they grow in my backyard. Majority of my fruit trees are in pots. So I have a lot of grafted fruit trees, air layers, dwarf fruit trees. I have a lot of fruit trees that go dormant when it gets a little chilly, which I like that right there. I have fruit trees so they go around all year round. I can constantly get fruit, and fruit is plentiful. So that's the reason why I really got into fruit trees. Also, once you get the fruit trees established, there is not much. You just stand back and watch them fruit. Some fruit trees will give you fruits every year, some will not. That's the reason why I have a lot of fruit trees. And like I said, some will go inside the ground, some will stay in the pots. That's why I have dwarf trees. Our main variety of fruit trees we have is mangoes. We love mangoes. My husband, he definitely loves mangoes. He's originally from Florida. So we love mangoes, but we started off with mainly one type of mango, one or two type of mangoes that they sell commercially in grocery stores here, and that's Tommy or Hayden mangoes. So when we started going for growing mangoes, we went and had so many different types in that you never even heard of: fruit punch, coconut cream, pina colada, super Alfonso, carry, ice cream. I mean, there's so many different sugarloaf, the honey mango. So that really got me excited, and I decided, wow, let's go ahead and go for those. So some of these trees are semi-dwarfs, and some of these trees are dwarfs. And what that means is they're only going to grow to a certain height. So why do we have a lot of mango trees? Because majority of them will stay in the pots, and the ones that's going to grow a lot larger in size, we put those in the grounds. This way we can have a variety of mangoes without taking over the whole backyard. Some people would say my backyard is small. I'll say it's about mid-size for Florida. It's a nice size. I mean, I have plenty of trees back there, and plenty of room to grow. I'm also growing vegetables and herbs, like I said, because once you get the fruit trees established, You just basically sit there and watch them grow. You may have to water them every once in a while, especially the ones in the pots. The ones in the pots will require more watering, so you have to go ahead and take care of those, more fertilizing. And the ones in the ground, they're able to spread and do their thing. So that's there. So as far as the regular vegetables, okay, I grow sweet potatoes, potatoes, those are pretty easy. I grow tomatoes, I grow peppers, um, beans, cucumbers I've tried. I've actually tried watermelon and honey-kissed cantaloupe this year, and they grew, but they didn't grow as big as I wanted them to grow, so that was a trial and error. That lets me know I can grow them. I just got to go about it a different way, and I'm good with that. At least I know that I can grow them. So that was another experiment there. Herbs is another thing. I like to grow them because I actually utilize those. Like when we go fishing and we catch fish, majority of my fish is bait. So I take the herbs from my garden and I put it on top of my fish and my vegetables, and we eat them right from there. I mean, there's nothing more satisfying than to go in your backyard and just grab whatever you need to make your dinner, to make your food. And it's very sustainable. You know, I'm in Central Florida, Orlando, so we do get a little bit of a chill every once in a while. Sometimes I have to move my trees in onto the porch. That's the reason why I have certain trees inside the pots, because some of them I have to move either inside my porch or I have to put them in my greenhouse that I put up in the winter times. So I have little protectants there to protect the trees. So I think I have enough trees right now. I've been going kind of overboard with the trees, but I took a step back and looked to see if I could actually, deal with all these trees. I realized the majority of my trees are actually dwarf trees and semi-dwarf trees. So, and the majority of them will be staying in the pots. I was very particular about picking certain trees because I want them to fruit. I want trees that are cold hardy. I want trees that can fruit mostly year round and produce this a bountiful amount of fruits. So I have, certain June plum trees that, produce constantly. I have miracle berry trees. Just I can name trees all day. I have a lot of different trees. But like I said, if you see my tour in my other videos, you'll notice that I have a lot of room for those trees, and I'm not going to overly stack some of the trees. Some trees may not even make it. So far they're doing good, but you never know. Wintertime come around, and So I'm happy with my trees. I really enjoy gardening. I enjoy fishing. That's why we call it fishing gardener. Me and my husband will be doing these videos together. Right now he's working on another project. So I'm doing most of the videos right now. He will tap in later. Okay? So just wanted to give you a little background of why I decided to grow trees and fruit trees, and why I decided to start my garden. It's a hobby. It's a passion for me. I enjoy it, and I love everything I'm doing. And it just brings me joy. And I feel that anything that brings you joy in this world, you should just go out and just do it. I mean, just enjoy life. Don't let, naysayers or people tell you what you can or cannot do. Don't sabotage yourself. Self-sabotaging, okay? Don't sabotage yourself and say, oh, I can't do this. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Know nothing about gardening. Don't have a green thumb, nothing. But I'm learning every day. I'm learning from other fellow YouTubers. I'm learning from books. I'm learning from just trial and error and watching them grow. I'm not afraid to fail in trying to grow a fruit or a vegetable. I'm not. What I would be afraid of is not trying and not doing anything at all. Okay? So if I could succeed in growing these fruits and vegetables, it's not hard for anybody else. You don't need a big yard. You don't need, sometimes I actually have to start my seedlings when it's wintertime inside the house. I have little grow lights, and I just sit them right on this little tabletop, and I'll start them from inside the house and then bring them out. Now, have it Central Florida, Doesn't have a super winter, but we do get chilly days, and you just cannot put the seeds out. So that's when the trees that I have that goes dormant, persimmon trees, peach trees, nectarine trees, pear trees, plum trees, when they go dormant, that helps me. I don't have to deal with those trees. They're not coming back out until spring when they start blooming. Okay. Other trees, I'll have to go ahead and deal with it and tuck them in to make sure they're okay. So that's why I have a variety of trees, so I could constantly have some type of fruit coming in. Okay. So I just wanted to give you that little background of me and the reason why I decided to grow fruits and vegetables. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down there. And if you have any comments at all, go ahead and comment down below. And thank you for watching this video. Have a peaceful day. Bye.